Hello everybody, it is I, Wrestler, and welcome to Planetbase. With Planetbase 2 coming out, I thought now would be a great time to jump in and play the original Planetbase. So let's get some things going here as I start out here. Planetbase 2, to be honest, I did not know it was going to be announced. You know, I was surprised, to say the least. Oh gosh, yeah. You know, not that I didn't believe the game was going to happen. I just didn't know it was even in development. You know, Planetbase 2 itself. I mean, Planetbase 1. This one had been a long time ago. And the guys who made this made Dawn of Man, as you've seen on the channel, which is a very, very intense base building game, to say the least. Let's do that. So there's that to think about. Gosh, maybe we should be building this way. We should build this way. As you no doubt have probably seen as we played that game on this channel here. So there's that to be said, and such. So, anyways, that being said, here we are. So let's see here, and then let's get a dormitory over here. Well, actually, what about the wind turbine? Let's get a wind turbine going. Trying to figure out, why is there oxygen here? It's not to say there should be oxygen. I got a couple things put together before I just start cannibalizing the ship. Six. How many colonists do we have here? We have more than 6. I mean, they're obviously not going to all rest at once, but should probably have room. There we go. cornstarch, tomatoes, and then what am I gonna do? Let's go with onions. Got to get the meal maker. Where is it? There it is. There. Oh, no. Okay. This is worrisome, but yeah. Get that built. What if you people are still alive? Okay. Prioritize that when they build that one first. I mean, not that I'm complaining that they built a power structure. It's just it's kind of funny. Okay. Let's get that done, and then. Okay, so we're gonna, oh, wait, we're gonna build this. We're gonna build a storage. There we go. Another power collector if we can. Yep, we do. We do have those structures in place. Okay, so that's the dorm. Okay, so we have the airlock here. Second airlock, it said it would be a good idea to release congestion. So let's see if we can get another one like here. And then we'll get a landing pad. Where's that? No. Where's that building here? Oh, sick bay might be a good idea too. Oh gosh, I can't believe that. Space bay. zoned out on that. Yeah, you want to put it like near the mine. Okay, so medicinal plants, medicinal plants, medicinal plants. Got it. Done. So exactly see your guns here, okay. Is that also a dead end building? Oh, gosh. I shouldn't have built that there. Well, if I could build this somewhere else. And let's speed things up here. Get all that built, guys. Oh, that's what the problem is. I was like, why is this taking so long? We don't have any metal. Okay, so they're reducing metal. Where is all of it going, though? Because I keep seeing up there one metal, and then I don't see it anywhere, though. So where's all the metal going? Is it going to, I mean, you know, where is it living? Because I see one went there, and that's about it, though. I haven't seen any. I mean, you know, unless I was looking up there, I kept seeing the one that was just languishing. mean, let's kind of control it. You know, let's make the landing pad, you know, high priority so that the window goes there, and they finish that one, and then they can put the metal where they want to put it. But let's just get you know, like a building that's almost there out of the way. Okay, so landing permissions. Oh, you got metal? Yeah. There, we got through metal. There, that will give us enough for that one and that one. That's a priority. Well, bioplastic too. Yep. Okay, let's slow things down here. Okay, so sick bay is here, that's good. people. Put another canteen over here. Well. We have anything that we need. Yeah, I think we're good for now. This is something that you want to like keep going here. I mean, this is not, I mean, there is a lot more to it. I was looking around at some of the buildings here, without notice. Eventually there's a robotics facility to build more robots. Eventually you get a control center, because eventually you can put up guns, because you saw some of those falling down and things like that. If you can get, I've seen well, when I played this back when it first came out, usually I could, in this base, you don't have to have them everywhere. You just have them strategically placed near important buildings. Mind you, you don't have to put them, putting it right here would not work, because would work, but would not be needed, because you can rebuild that easily and that easily. But you want to place it here, or maybe even here, or maybe both, to protect the power, or you want to place it around here to protect all these, and maybe one here to protect this. You place the guns, because they cost a lot, in strategic places, and you don't want them to overlap, because you want to use them as much as possible. So and they're pretty good. Well, correction, you don't want to overlap too much. You don't want to place like, you don't want to put like one here and one here, and that's just a waste of resources. Because the one will, you want to overlap a little bit, but you want to place them out, strategically so that you can cover all the areas, so to speak. And as you build out, or as you build in certain places, you maybe extend the range out there. Back when I had a pretty giant-sized base in this game with like 50 people and like a bunch of robots as well, I had like, I think I had about 5, 6, maybe 7 guns. I'm not sure exactly the amount. I just remember that meteors were no longer really a concern. I saw the guns every now and then, and I'd see a laser beam go out, taking out one of the meteors, incoming meteors. Because for right now it's not that big of a problem. You hear them coming down, they usually don't hit you, but eventually you get to a point where you're where you've expanded to the point that you can't really avoid it. You're in an area where it's going to probably be hit. Okay, what arrived? Just a guy? Not quite yet. It's important to look at like replacing things. Eventually, you want to replace some of these buildings. Possibly bigger buildings like we have that we have you want to keep like some of the original ones, but you want to go with like bigger you want to do like the reason I did, but it's a medium sick bay. That was the reason I made that. Or not medium sick bay, but because you want to go with like big buildings because you can fit more like a bigger canteen can fit more tables, a bigger dormitory can fit more beds, and so on and so forth. And so to speak. So you don't want to go, but at the same time, that requires a lot of resources. So we'll probably do this again, possibly, and we might start in a different location because this location that I chose was a bad idea, or actually, my mistake was building this right. It was building this right here because this is like the first thing that you build, and that's kind of the central point of your colony. I probably should have done it more. I mean, the ship landed here, as you saw, but we probably could have built this over here to give us to maximize the space. But it is what it is, so to speak. I'll probably be doing surviving Mars too. That's a lot of fun. That's kind of not the granddaddy, but kind of the more intense micromanaging version. But it's also a different thing. This is building a sustainable colony to go out into space. Surviving Mars is building that, but also money. This game doesn't have an export thing where you export things. Where Surviving Mars is about exporting the rich metals. And it's a lot more advanced. So we'll probably do some of that. And when I say Surviving Mars, I'm talking about the Surviving Mars relaunched version. So we'll probably do some of that. I want to dive back into Austria, but I'm still waiting for some updates on that. But I'll check and I'll get back to you guys. We'll also have some Jurassic World Evolution 3 coming up. So make sure to subscribe for that. Ooh, that one was so violent. So make sure that So if you like Planetbase, make sure to like the video and we'll do some more. We have a ship coming in because the lights are going off. But make sure to also subscribe so that you know when the next Planetbase, when the Jurassic World and Austria and Surviving Mars and etc. comes out. I appreciate that, and thank you to those of you who do subscribe. It means a lot to me each time I see you guys have subscribed. It just makes my day. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, guys, let's see if we got a guard. We got a biologist arrived. Oh, we had our first guard come. And is there an armory that we built? No, not really. It's probably control center. Anyways, guys, make sure you like and subscribe yet again. And it means a lot to me that those of you do subscribe and when you like, both things mean a lot to me, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys who come back. These guys, until next time, I'm Rizzler, and I'm logging off.